Lovely. Hello and welcome. My name's Evan, the founder of Murdoch & Co, and we are bringing the SA80 to the USA. Now, for those of you who already know about the EM85, please go ahead and watch our previous videos. Visit our Instagram to see how it was we created this rifle. Today, I'd like to talk to you about this. This is our pre-production prototype. Right here, we have a L85 A2 configuration, early Afghanistan, 2008 to 2010. But today I want to talk to you about, just make some things clear about this rifle and the very first pre-production that you see here. So the first is, some have said that these are kits. They are not kits. The stamping of receivers and all the components are made by Murdoch & Co. The only things that are not made by us on this rifle are the LLM, the grip pod, the original handguard, SUSAT sight, the cocking handle, and on this particular firearm, the magazine well here. But apart from that, everything is absolutely made by us here at Murdoch & Co, and we're very, very proud of it. With that said, I do want to say that when it comes to these sorts of projects, I'll be talking about how we went about doing it in a different video. But for today, I do want to say, ladies and gentlemen, these things take time. This is our pre-production rifle, and for some reason in the community, people think that you can go from a few CAD parts or a napkin drawing all the way up to it can shoot 5,000 rounds. Ladies and gentlemen, we are being very public about showing the process from individual part all the way up to single shots at a time with this gun. Everything, especially when it comes to engineering, has to be a very logical and methodical progression. You can't just go in deep. You've got to shoot one shot at a time, take things apart, analyze it. There's a correct way of doing things, and we're doing that here at Murdoch & Co. This rifle didn't exist 18 months ago, and here it is in pre-production form. Why is pre-production different to prototype? Well, pre-production means that this is the exact gun made the exact way with the same process of me ordering the part, going to our machine shop, looking at the spec sheet, being manufactured, coated, brought to us, specified, and then put into this gun. That means that this firearm was made in the exact same manner that our production guns will be. And that's really important because oftentimes companies will create a prototype, but that is hand filing, it's correcting, it's changing things, it's getting a part, machining it. You're essentially making a one-off proof of concept. We've already made our proof of concept about 2 years ago. This is our pre-production. So again, that is very different because I can click the button go, I can tell my machine shops go, and we can make 100 of these now. So don't see this as a one-off. This is very much our pre-production gun. We have everything in place. That's also different because when you design a part, you have to understand, when you design components, you have to design them to be manufacturable. Lots of people think you can just take measurements and it'll work. Machines have limits, CNCs have limits, lathes have limits, specification tolerances, your AS&I fittings, all these technical things have to be worked out when you're making this. All these parts have data sheets and data packages that come with them. And that's really important to understand. So again, this is not just a one-off, this is our pre-production, meaning that this is more than just a proof of concept, it is ready for production, which is why a lot of people are saying 6 months from now, we'll be shipping these out, and we will be. I could make 20 of these tonight and ship them out by the end of next week if I chose to. So right now we're in our testing period, our finalizing period, but rest assured, the rifle is here, it's been designed, every part to be manufactured, and it can be. So it's not a one-off, it's not a prototype, it very much is a true pre-production rifle. This one here, we have little things that we've got to work out, spring tensions, a little bit more material on the bolt catch. But apart from that, she shoots, functions safely, and that's what we're looking for. So now we're going to make we're going to take what we learned from this gun, we're going to apply it to our next 3 firearms. Those will go through heavy testing. Once we've confirmed all the components, which we've done on this gun, we'll confirm the remaining components, any specifications, materials, coatings, things of that nature, and then we will go into production. We'll send a few out, we'll do further testing, but there comes a point where your testing simply comes up to you. You could test a firearm for 20 years, but we don't have 20 years. You could test a firearm with 1 round. That is obviously too little. So for us, our test is simply, I've already hiked with this thing, I've done some runs and rucks with it, brought it to the range. My goal with these rifles is when they can do a full military British webbing load of 12 magazines, or 13 plus 1 in the gun, run an assault course, have a bayonet on the end, get bayoneted, hold 0, go through mud, some sand and some puddles and still function and fire. After an analysis of success, that all parts have successfully survived that, after another 3 months of continuous firing, if all parts are up to spec, at that point, that is good to go. Anything beyond that for a gun, especially the collector series and what we're making here, you know, something could go wrong in 20 years. Same with every gun. Murdoch & Co. will, of course, we want to work with our clients and fix those things. But rest assured, this is our pre-production gun. The SA80 is here, and I want to thank you all so much for the support and simply say, listen, we really ask for some grace. We are sharing the entire process very publicly, and there are people out there that are doubting us. Of course, people will, but you know, just understand that it is extremely complex and challenging to engineer something like this from the start. We don't have any firearms in-house to reference. There are no off-the-shelf parts in this firearm apart from the springs and the fire control group. Everything from the spring math to the bolt weight to the stamping dies, everything had to be made, figured out, and done by us here. So very proud. I want to thank everyone that helped make this happen. With that said, we are very excited to bring these to you. We will be sharing these very publicly. We have a reference collection of every SA80 series, which we will be bringing to gun shows and ranges and the like. So if you can't afford one, rest assured, you can visit our showroom when it's ready, or you can come to an event that we'll be going to, and we want to share the story of these rifles and those who served with them. Our mission here at Murdoch & Co. is to have British heritage made in the USA and share those stories, which we are very proud of this one here. So with that, I want to thank you all very much for the support, for your time, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.